take a look. All right. Is it going to load? I can see it on my screen. There we go. Now we can see. All right. We've got a Persian-Sicilians war on the Arabia. What elo is this? And yeah. Will we be seeing sergeants? Well, we're seeing... Oh, this is obviously like 1k elo. Because blue is idled for like an entire villager already. 750? Okay, yeah. I can tell. All right, let's see how it goes, though. Persian's pretty great when you don't idle the TC, so Sip Zapper doing the correct thing. Clicking that villager button, lots. That's what we like to see. Very good. 1k elo has Dark Age in order. Yeah, true. That's what we learned yesterday. 1k elo has Dark Age in order. No, I was talking about the opponent idling the TC anyways. Sip Zapper. The only thing that he's done wrong is not shift queue to the next sheep. So I think he's not shift queuing to the next sheep. So I think the Vills are going to like go to the center here and then go to the sheep after. It's really slow. Let's see. Yeah, see, look, they like chill here for a while and then they go to the sheep. You really want to shift queue to the next the next thing. Oh, let me get some water. Throat is dry. Persian's really good for new players. 50 wood, 50 food, no idle time. Yeah. Persian's is just a good civ now. A nice over scout. Yeah. Yeah, you didn't need to scout this back corner, right? So that's correct. You went a little bit too far there. Okay. Nice. Oh, you even kill it with the TC. Fancy. Oh, but you got to use the select or set rally point hotkey on the TC on the elephant so that when you ungarrison, they shoot the elephant. That's what you're missing here. You're using go back to work instead of set rally point on elephant and then ungarrison. Yeah, you should just... Honestly, you don't even need to sheep scout on this level. It's fine. But you didn't idle your TC, really. Like, 6 seconds is still... I would say that's horrible at high level, but honestly, at this level, it's fine. But yeah, just keep things simple. That's what you want to do. Keep things simple. At high level, we do all these fancy tricks, but that's because we know the basics. If you're 750 elo, you don't know the basics, so just like keep it simple and go from there. You can't start out by learning all the fancy stuff. Doing it all wrong. This isn't so bad so far, honestly. Elephant's gonna be late though. You want to bring the other elephant when this thing is at like 160, 130 to 160. 130 is like almost late, but 160 food on the elephant, on the first elephant, means that's time to bring in the second one, roughly. Okay, but yeah, see, look, like, oh, we're gonna push deer as well. Okay. Again, like that's... Oh, no, we killed it with the TC. You can only shoot it twice when you have 6 or less. Actually, you can shoot it twice with 7 if you only shot it once out here. Because basically, elephants have 75 HP. 14, if you shoot it 7 and 7, that's 14. So 14 times 5 is 70. The regular villager shot does 3. So that's 73, so the elephant would have 2 HP. But if you shoot the elephant twice, then you shoot it 7 twice with the TC, then it dies. So anyways, it's good to just go 6. Or actually, the best way is to go 5 and then garrison the luring vill, and then you hit it with 6 and then ungarrison and kill. But it's kind of, that's an optimization that you don't need to know. Yeah, shooting the boar with the TC is good though. It saves villager HP. It increases the efficiency, and yeah, I mean, you basically never lose a villager when you shoot it with the TC because you're losing less HP. So it's like, what risk do you want to take? Do you want to take the risk of losing the boar, or do you want to take the risk of losing a villager? So it's like losing the boar is way worse. Obviously, you shouldn't lose either, but if you mess up with the TC trick, at least you only lose the boar. You get more consistently good at positioning using TC as well. Yeah, exactly. It's just more consistent. So we had a lot of villagers just kind of taking stragglers and stuff here. A lot of that is due to just not having the boar. But making some more Dark Age farms would be good. Going to gold. So we're going to go archers, but it's kind of weird. I guess against Sicilians, it's not so bad. Although, I don't know. Just matching his scouts is probably the best play. Like 10%. Yeah, 10% is definitely too much. But, yeah. Yeah, you know, you don't have to push the deer, by the way. You can just long distance it. It's not a big deal. Scouting what the opponent is doing is probably more important. But look at how much more resource you collected just because you didn't idle the TC as much. So that's really good. But you forgot your barracks, so that's not great. I think you're just milling the deer at the silo. Yeah, or just long distance with 4. If there's only 3 deer, just long distance it. It's fine. It's not a big deal. And Sip Zapper knows the tricks as well, so he would probably long distance the deer and then make the lumber camp. All right. So, you know what you can do against this is literally just send your vills to kill it. Villagers do like a bajillion damage to donjons. So donjons, they have stone defense, armor, and building armor. Like standard building and whatever the other building class is. And guess what villager bonus damage is? We have 3 against building and 6 against stone defense. So these things, they do have like 1 melee armor. You do 3 damage through regular attack plus the 9 bonus damage. You're actually doing like 11 damage per hit. And this thing was downhill. You bring like 5 vills, you kill this so easily. It just dies instantly. And you had vills here, so when you see a donjon like this, just kill it with the vills. Yeah, a bajillion damage. Actually, long distancing, yeah. Basically, you send 4 villagers, or 3, and you just take it and they just bring it back. You don't have to build a mill, because then that's like 100 wood that you're not spending. Yeah, the barracks was super late. Like, you didn't seem to have a plant. You're kind of just randomly on gold, randomly on stone. I think if you just had a barracks on the way to feudal age, made scouts or made archers, you'd have a few units here. And imagine you went to the opponent's base with a couple of scouts, a couple of archers. Opponents also just like randomly on resources. So at this elo, maybe people don't really know what they're doing. They're like, oh, maybe I'll need this resource. Maybe I'm going to need all the resources. I'm just going to take them. Nah, you don't. You only need the resources that you need for the strategy that you're trying to do. But, of course, if you have no strategy, then, well, you don't know what to take, right? And he's going to make another donjon, but, I mean, you just ignore this. It's whatever. You don't care about this wood line. Just don't lose vills. That's the main thing. At higher levels, they build a donjon at home, send a few sergeants forward to build one. Yeah, then you don't have to send the vills forward, stuff like that. Trying to micro my scout and didn't know what military he had. It's like tower scouts. Yeah. I think the main thing that you got to do is just focus on having a strategy. Because basically, the stable should have been up as soon as you're in feudal. Your Dark Age was fine. Other than killing the boar, but it happens. Like, you're up at a reasonable time here. It's not a big deal. Well, actually, you're up like way too late, honestly. 24. We should be up on like 19 villagers, 20 villagers. Probably like 20 villagers as Persians is completely fine. And why was that? So we had 5 on here. Even so, we should have had enough food even without the 1 boar. I think you got everything, right? You got all the sheep, right? I think you did. I think all the sheep were taken. Still should have been able to get up though. Wait, when did you go to the berries? Berries is at, like, this villager. Yeah. It's about right, though. And I think you went, like, full berries from there, right? 2 berries. 3 berries. 4 berries. Okay, yeah. I think it was just from inefficiency from having the villagers just, like, chilling for a while instead of shift queuing. It does make a lot of difference when it all adds up. Of course, Persians go for... They build the villas faster, so it is a little bit harder with Persians to get to the next stage if you, of course, kill your thing like that. Yeah, I think we just had maybe a lot of inefficiency here. Yeah, you wanted to go up here. Oh, yeah, I didn't notice, but you just kind of are doing nothing with your villas. That's why you can't go up. Oh, okay, I didn't see that. That was, okay, so that was like half a minute. We have 11 vills that weren't working for half a minute. Villagers collect from sheep. They collect around 20 sheep per minute. So that's like 100 food that we... No, wait. Yeah, no. That's like 110 food that we just lost by literally just not having them work. So it's a pretty big deal. Oh, and you also have all these. Yeah. So if you had like 100... If you had 100 additional food, so let's be generous and say that's like 200, and then we have 300 food in the bank, or we have 350 queued here. We're actually just up if we just don't have the villagers do nothing for half a minute and then don't have this queue. So actually, you could have easily been up here, but yeah, we got to be a little bit more careful about that. Yeah, if you don't take the boar, you lose 0 food to decay. Yeah, that's true. As soon as you're up to feudal age, you want to have the barracks. So the barracks should be started at around 60% up. Actually, for Persians, a little bit earlier because, well, they just research a little bit faster. And so, like, right here, you should have the barracks up. We have lots of wood, right? So barracks could have been up. Even on the front, you would have seen it. Also, of course, you should have attacked this. Just next time you see this, just kill it with your vills. Even bring vills from here, it's fine. Bring like 10 vills. What is he gonna do? He has 5 vills. You would bring 10 vills. You kill this. He has to run home. He can't fight 10 with 5. And you just win, right? So, yeah. So the barracks and stable were just way too late. But then the thing is, we're on gold. So why do we go barracks stable? Like, we are on gold. We should make a range. Stable, like... Scouts are going to do 0 against sergeants, but archers, they can kind of fight them. So, like, these things have pretty good melee armor. 2 melee armor, it's hard to fight with scouts. So, yeah. Strategy just needed to be working a little bit better there. And, of course, we're floating, like, 600 wood here, so we want to... What you can do, if you're floating this kind of wood, nothing wrong with just getting all these vills to make a little mill here and just farm back here. It's fine. We could be walled as well, like market, houses, wall to the side. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah. Let's spend our wood. Make sure that the resources are spent. Take everyone off wood and send new vills to wood. Yeah, exactly. Like, all of these, even like all of these, build a mining camp if you don't want to deal with it, and you just make a market, and then you buy up. Completely fine. Oof. Yeah, so scouts not very good at dealing with this. So what deals with this is vills. But you know what scouts are good at doing is going to the opponent's base and wrecking him. He actually has like no vills too. Oh my god, he's just idling his TC. This is like the fake U pudding. All right. Yeah, I mean, you could go to his base and just kill all his vills with the scouts instead of sending them to their deaths here. Go. But yeah, anyways, you'll be up. Yeah, he's doing a little bit, but it's fine. Opponent didn't click his TC in a very long time, or at least he wasn't. So, no problem. Yeah, you just ignore this. Like, what is this doing, really? It's denying the berries, it's denying the wood. You don't really care. You've got all these farms. You got wood lines back here. You got wood line here. It's not a big deal. Like, do we need to clear this up? No. What if we go to the opponent's base and just kill him? Gonna be up. Both players going up. Blacksmith in. All right. Yeah, Archer's not very good when you don't have upgrades on them. At this level, you definitely don't want to be making 2 unit types. Even at high level, you don't really make 2 unit types at the same time a lot of the time. It's really hard to utilize. You'd rather just spam 1 unit with good upgrades instead of 2 units with bad upgrades. It's generally going to be better. So right here, the eco balance, a little whack. We kind of have just enough for a wonder almost. But I would love to see a castle plop down right here. Castle takes out these. What else would I spend my resources on? I would buy 2 TCs here. I would get... Okay, TCs back there is kind of weird, but... I mean, it's fine. It's fine. Would have loved to have seen, like, maybe a TC here. Maybe even a TC here. You get a castle here, and then... I don't know, maybe TC. This Oasis kind of sucks, but TC back here, I don't know. 2 TCs, castle. And I'd love to have seen 2 stable knights right now. 2 stable knights on Castle Age, very, very strong. So, 2 stables. You just make knights. What is he going to do? If 4 knights show up at his base, he dies. He actually dies. This donjon is kind of weird. Kind of doesn't do anything, but all right. Let's see how it goes. Gonna go into crossbone, fine. Well, we only have 6 guys, though. Okay. What is this? Castle here, but... Can I interest you in a castle... I don't know, on his gold? On here to clean these up? I don't know, somehow get in and put it here? You have units. You don't have enough units, though. These sergeants are pretty strong. He has 18 sergeants, actually. So if you converted all of this into crossbowmen, how many crossbowmen is that? That's like 20 more crossbowmen, right? Imagine you have 25 crossbowmen on this hill. Suddenly your army looks pretty good. But we didn't have production because we only have 1 range. So if you're going to go for units, you need to make more production buildings at this stage for sure. Early feudal age, you have 1 production building. But obviously as the game goes on, you have more resources to spend. So that means you need more production buildings to spend them. Yeah, it needs 2 more ranges, even like 3 more ranges at this stage. It's fine. Didn't have enough, but see, figured he would see my map control castle. Yeah, it's you don't have to think about map control at this level. Honestly, it's not that important. Just like deal with what's in front of you here with the castle, and then send your army forward. It's completely fine. If the castle protects the economy a bit and cleans this up, then you're free to send the army forward. But you're always constantly going to be sending units through here, and they're just going to die to these. What is that? Oh, Commandran. All right, nice. Oh, here we go. Now that's what I like to see. Look at all these ranges. But you just made your guys more expensive because look at this gold balance. You made them cost wood, and you have no wood. I guess actually you just have them all in queues, so maybe it's fine. Okay. Little light siege pressure here. Very nice. Foreskin. Okay. So imagine you clicked imp. And you just start making trebs. Generally, this kind of siege push only happens at the start of Castle Age. But we've been in Castle Age for quite a few minutes now. So once you see that you're on around 70 villagers, it's about time to click imp. Now, you only have 13 farms. You definitely need more. Oh, wait, never mind. It's just because he got in. But, yeah, around 70 villagers or 30 farms, that's about time to go up. Nice. Well, these are all going to die. I don't think that was worth for a single mangonel, my blue friend. Well, blue is dead. You definitely should still go imp, though. See, you're having trouble pushing in because you don't have proper siege. So just getting the imp for Trebs is super important. One other thing to point out is that Donjons are worse at killing Mangonels than Guard Towers. Guard Towers have, I think it's 7 attack or something. 7 plus 2, I think it is. Whereas Donjons only have 5. And Mangonels have 6 pierce armor, of course. So it's like Guard Towers are doing 3 damage. Donjons are doing 1 damage. Because even with Bodkin, they're doing 1 damage because it's 7. So actually, Donjons, very bad against Mangonels. So yeah, this Mangonel push is going better than it should be. Or at least compared to a Civ that would have Guard Towers. Yeah, they're dominating. Slowly. Capped Rams. I don't know. Oh, he's actually got a castle here. Well, I would love to see some Trebs. Trebs from both of these. Oh, we're kind of lost control of the goal, I guess. Oh, wait, no, I was looking at the opponent's res. No, you have lots. I'd love to see just 2 Trebs. You could even take this out first. Even this one goes to here. This one comes forward. You're so far ahead. But you got to get that siege going. Ooh. Oh my god. All right. 750 elo with the perfect attack round. Oh. So good. And the game ends. Nice. Yeah, Donjons get an additional arrow per age, but 1 arrow doing 1 damage is nothing. All right. Hopefully you learned a little bit. The early game needs a lot of work. That's why you're 750 and not like 1k elo is the early game, especially early feudal age. Really got to work on the mechanics in the early game. That's where you're really lacking. It's kind of hard to comment. Like anything that I was saying later on the game, you're not really ready for that yet. You still really want to focus on like this part of not even here. No, not even here actually. Like even here, like we don't need that many in the queue. We got to be paying attention to how many we have queued. That's all villagers. But yeah, like early feudal age, we really need to have that barracks up. Really need to get stable or archery range going, and don't just randomly go to gold if you're not going to go archers. All right. GG.